Welcome to the Ivy League Network's presentation of men's basketball action, where the Brown Bears visit the Penn Quakers at the Palestra. With Vince Curran, Joe Tordy, glad you could join us here for this contest. Vince, it's been quite a turnaround for the Penn Quakers. After such a slow start in the Ivy League a season ago, now here they are, the Ivy League's only unbeaten team. What a turnaround year to year.
Off and running the Quakers are. A.J. Broder, as you said, really getting it done for the Quakers, but Ryan Bentley has been the key. Long, likes to rebound a little bit, shoots over the top. He's a real difference maker for Penn.
It's been a youth movement for the Penn Quakers, but so has it been for the Brown Bears. There's not a senior in their starting lineup. They're going young on Mike Martin's side.
Yeah, I think Mike Martin happy to supple the deck a little bit. He said to me before the game, we're young, but we're talented, and I need to coach them up.
If Penn's able to hold on, they earn the right to play another day. Howard, all the way in, muscles it in, a new career high. That's 24 points for Matt Howard. Bentley open for three. Bingo for the freshman. Ryan Bentley hits. And Penn back in front by three. Foreman. How about the three? Aiken all the way to the rack, and it gets blocked from behind by Howard. Oh my, Matt Howard got way up there for the block. Goodman. Donahue, a three. Bingo for Jackson Donahue. Are you kidding me? 6 seconds left.
Rothschild slams on the brakes. Such a good passer. This time takes it himself and hits the running hook. 5 seconds to shoot. Broder nearly has it taken away. 2 seconds. Broder's going to have to put it up, and he does. A hook shot from forever away. Are you kidding me? They're going to the monitor to see. A.J. Broder looks like he had a gargantuan shot. 2 misses in this game. Caleb Wood for three. Corner pocket. Anderson gets it blocked and thrown in the blender by Broder. Palestra crowd going crazy as Penn leads 65-60 in what is the first place game in the Ivy League. Take a look at the game reset. It's been as close can be in terms of Penn and Harvard. On this defensive set, Vince, what are the Quakers looking to do? Who are they looking to highlight?
Man-to-man, Harvard looking to attack and throw back. No Chris Lewis out there, so Harvard, I think Seth Towns going to get this one.
Juricic takes it all the way in, misses the bunny. Towns nearly able to come away with the rebound, but it's Woods.
Trust your hands, Antonio Woods. It looked like Towns has it. And as that comes down just a bit, Antonio Woods mixing it up.
2:20 left. Penn leads by 5. It's been a defensive slugfest. Broder lands another haymaker.
And there's the problem with having Lewis on the bench. Broder spaces out, little jump hook. Quakers by 7.
Harvard trying to answer. Juricic, a three. Offensive rebound, Bassi, and he gets fouled. He's going to the free throw line. Penn leads by 7.
Only 6 fouls on Penn. That's a really good challenge by A.J. Broder on Juricic.
You're absolutely right. That was a foul on the rebound.
Good call.
So we'll be taken out underneath by Bassi.
Watch the lob. Darnell Foreman trying to incite this Palestra crowd.
Juzang comes to get it, and Towns looking at the top of the key. Johnson can hit the three. Extra pass, Juzang wants a triple. Can't buy a bucket, but Towns there to clean up for Harvard, and a timeout called by Tommy Amaker.
All those catch and shoot opportunities he had a couple minutes ago, not on that possession until Juzang gets it in the corner. Harvard, one challenge three, pass, another challenge three, pass. Finally, Juzang in the corner gets a really good look at it, unable to knock it down. But you can see Penn's defensive intensity around the three-point arc picking up. And part of that has to do with Chris Lewis being out of the game. Harvard not having a real interior threat, so you can push your defense out a little bit farther.
Up by 5 with 1:42 left. Vince, what are you saying if you're the coach of the Penn Quakers in that huddle?
I've seen enough of these games where like there's a game here about 7 or 8 years ago. Zach Rosen, Harvard started to press. Penn couldn't get the ball in. Thought the game was over. So what you're saying in that huddle, game ain't over. There's 102 seconds left. They're going to press again. So I just rewound 10 years, and my heart is in my throat again.
Foreman collects the inbound.
And the other thing is, if you're Steve Donahue, at some point you need to start thinking about who you want to have on the floor, because Harvard, if they need to foul, Penn has had a couple suspect free throw shooters throughout the course of the year. One time.
Woods a big three. And Caleb Wood unable to corral it. Towns comes away with the rebound. Down 5 is Harvard. Johnson shows.
Good challenge by A.J. Broder, again, making Harvard work.
Strips it away. Broder gets dumped for his trouble, but Penn with the ball.
Darnell Foreman needs to stay out of this corner right here. Now he's going to get one-on-one. Harvard keeps looking to trap right as they come over, right as Penn comes over half court. Last time Darnell Foreman does a good senior job, steps through the double team. That time he keeps his dribble alive and attacks. Well, here you go.
Foreman, the senior on senior night, stepping to the free throw line. He's 2 for 3 from the stripe today. Camden, New Jersey native. Rims out on the first. Seth Towns with the rebound. Harvard still down 5. Pulls up for a long 3, and Towns buckets that one. Rattles it in. Seth Towns, the sophomore, shows no fear at the Palestra.
So I'm going to guess Tommy Amaker plays this one straight. No reason to foul Penn at this point. You'll take your chances with 20 seconds to go and the ball, but speaking of taking your chances, Seth Towns, a whole lot you can do to stop that. He's got that high release. You got to respect him off the dribble. And he bangs down a long one. Here we go, 50 seconds to go, Joe Tordy.
Towns has really ramped up his game in Ivy League play, averaging 19 points per game in Ivy League play. He's up to 16 tonight. The test for the Quakers, both of these teams in the Ivy League with a single loss.
Haven't heard anything from Ryan Bentley in a while. He's been stuck on that 13. Harvard's done a good job of blanketing him. Lewis now back out there for Harvard.
Foreman walks it up for Penn. Broder with Lewis guarding him. Puts it on the deck. Woods looking back up top. Foreman. Drive and kick. Caleb Wood a 3. Bingo! Wood hits a mammoth 3, and Penn's back up 5.
Dribble penetration and kick. Now Penn's got to play some D.
Johnson an answer. No, sir. Antonio Woods with the rebound, and he's heading to the free throw line.
What a gigantic shot by Caleb Wood, senior to senior. Darnell Foreman on the penetration. Caleb Wood right in front of the Penn bench, and the Palestra erupts. Now 2 shots. I think they got Antonio Woods. And Antonio Woods can take care of business here. This makes it really difficult for Harvard.
There's just something about when Penn and Harvard get together at the Palestra. We've seen some amazing games already. Woods, 3 for 4 from the stripe, hits another. Juricic back in as Lewis steps out. The 3-pointer back in play for Harvard. Steve Donahue directing traffic there on the sideline. Rims out. Time to think 3 here for Harvard. Towns pulls up. He's got the hot hand. He still does. Another 3.
Wow. No timeout for Harvard.
Bentley gets fouled with 12.7 seconds left by Bassey. And now Ryan Bentley, the sophomore, steps up to the free throw line.
To be honest with you, I'm a little surprised Harvard doesn't call timeout right there. If nothing else, you want to try and force the ball to one of the more suspect free throw shooters. Instead, Penn gets it in the hands of their best free throw shooter for 2 shots.
Nothing suspect about that Towns 3. As Ryan Bentley trying to do his part to ice this away, he hits the first. 4th foul called on Bassie. Betley's had a tough shooting night, but these are 2 big free throws, hits 1. And now the second.
And Betley did it when it counted. In the first half when Penn needed him to keep him in the game, and right there with 13 seconds to go, banging down 2 big free throws.